So welcome to the first part of improving balance, walking and running. We're just going to start by checking into our feet against the floor before doing some lying exercises. So just standing hip width apart with your feet. Just rocking forwards towards the toes, rocking backwards towards the heels. So you're feeling that weight distribution change. And then take the weight onto the right foot, take the weight onto the left foot. And then we're going to do a circle. So you're going to imagine that there's a pencil sticking out the top of your head and you're going to draw a circle on the ceiling. So you'll feel that weight changing to different parts of the feet. So off we go. I'm doing a clockwise circle on the ceiling. See if you can avoid any straight lines. How are you using the heels, the feet, outside, inside, the toes? Then we'll go the other way around with our circle. And then we'll just stand. Notice how engaged our feet are with the floor. And then we're going to move to our exercises on the floor. Okay. We're going to be working on connecting the foot to the earth today. And the analogy that I use for connecting the foot is looking at the foot much like the pins of the plug here. So if you look at the single pin, that is your heel, and the two parallel pins here is the bottom of the knuckle of that big toe and then the bottom of the fifth toe. So we've got like a tripod base of support on both feet. So we're going to be working with that tripod support and we're going to start in lying. So just getting yourselves flat on that floor. Feel the weight of those feet against the floor. Take a few deeper breaths in and out. With each out breath, that body becomes heavier and heavier. And then we're just going to go through the spinal roll and get that breath work going. So in for 5 or 6, out for 5 or 6 with the breath. We roll the pelvis away, the chin comes down to the chest, we breathe out. Chin and chest part company, pelvis rolls back. So if you've not done the class before, this is what's happening with the pelvis. So we're breathing in, the pelvis tilts away, we breathe out, the pelvis tilts back. Okay, now we're going to hook the breath and the feet together. So we're breathing in, we roll the pelvis away, chin towards chest, and those toes are being pulled up towards the shin bone. Breathing out, like squeezing 2 tubes of toothpaste, pressing the foot back down onto the floor, pelvis rolls back, chin and chest part company. So you're feeling the single pin of the foot in the floor, and then as you breathe out, you're placing the 2 pins, the big toe, little toe, into the socket. Breathing in, coming up with those toes, breathing out, back down with the toes. So the heel and the 2 points, the knuckle of the big toe and that joint underneath the little toe pushing into the floor. Okay, now we're going to walk the feet, so one toe up, other toe down, plug your foot in, take the two prongs out, plug the other foot in. So you really feel this movement up into the hip, into the ribs maybe. So you're plugging that foot into the floor each time, just as you would plug a plug into the wall socket. Okay, so we'll just pause and relax for a moment. So now what we're going to do, we're going to roll onto the outside of the feet, roll to the inside of the feet. And we're going to try and keep the knees relatively pointing towards the ceiling. So outside of the foot, through to the inside of the foot. So you're using your feet like rolling pins. Squishing. Slide that right leg out straight and then plug in left heel, 2 points in the forefoot, so that foot is plugged in. We're going to roll to that right side, quarter roll, connecting the plug, breathing out, rolling back through the midline, knee out to the side, unplug that left foot and then plug it back in as we roll to that right side. So those 3 points pushing into the floor as we roll to that right side. Okay, next time that knee comes back through the midline, we'll bring both feet together, so both knees are pointing to the ceiling, and just notice the difference between that left foot, right foot. And then we can slide left foot down, plug in the right foot, heel, 2 prongs in the forefoot, staying connected as we roll to the left side, back through the midline, breathing out, knee to the side. Back through the midline, bend both knees up, so we've got both feet flat on the floor, feeling the heels plugged in, the forefoot plugged in, and then we're going to roll the pelvis away, lift our bottoms up. So now we've got the bottom into the bridge position, and then we'll roll to the outside of the foot, roll to the inside of the foot, outside to the inside. Those rolling pins again. Then park that bottom back down onto the floor. Check into the feet again. Feel the heel plug, forefoot plug. And then we can come up into the bridge, plug your right foot in, and then we can straighten that left leg. So you've really got that foot snugly plugged into the floor. Back down with the left foot, reorganize. So left foot plugged in, right foot up. back down with that bottom. So now we're going to plug our right foot in. So heel, forefoot, bend, left thigh towards chest, not overly so, heel towards the ceiling. So we're in a comfortable position. We turn the sole of the foot towards the midline and then draw the little toe to the outside of the shin. So sole of the foot into the middle, little toe out to the side. And all of that is being supported by your plug in the floor with your right foot. Bend that leg back down, place that left foot onto the floor. So now plug in the left foot, bend the right knee up, heel towards ceiling, turn the sole of the foot towards the midline, little toe down towards the shin bone. Back down with that foot, so you've got both feet flat on the floor, plug both heels in, both 4 feet in, then up we come. Just feel how stable and well connected those feet are. Rolling one rib down at a time. And then take your time. You're going to roll over onto your side and get yourselves up, ready for the standing postures. So now you're in standing, and now you've got those different sensations in the feet. We're going to plug in those feet. So just get the forefoot plugged in, the heels plugged in, so you've got that tripod support. And we're going to do a fold down just to start with, but maintaining that sense of connection, front and back equal. So we're going to breathe in, those arms are coming up. And then as we fold down, we're maintaining that weight through the front of the feet, the back of the feet, the knees are bent. And as we come up, just check into heels, plugs at the front. Then from that space, we rise again, folding down. Equal weight through heel, forefoot. Last fold down. There's no rush. Okay, so now you've probably seen that I've got a chair over here. Your chair might want to be higher. I'm not actually going to sit on it, I'm just going to aim towards it. So, first of all, let's get this, so I'm not going to hit my head. So those feet are organised again, heels plugged in, 4 feet plugged in. So we're going to come forward with those hands. And as we come forward with the hands, we're just readjusting the feet so the front of the feet remain plugged in, the heels remain plugged in. I'm all heels at the moment, so I'm just going to plug in at the front again. So I'm keeping that plugging in as my bottom aims. Oh, I'm heels again, so I plug in with the front of the feet. So I've got the front of the feet and I've reached my bottom back, and then I stand. Feet plugged in. So a couple more times. Heels plugged in, 4 feet plugged in. Slowly so you can readjust at any time. Ooh. So you're reaching that bottom backwards, but you're keeping that weight plugged in through the feet. And coming back up again. Last one. Okay, then we'll stand plugging in and we'll compare how we were at the beginning of the session. So coming forwards, going backwards, then we're going to draw that circle on the ceiling. So as you're drawing the circle on the ceiling, you're feeling how the feet are supporting that movement. Different areas of the plug go round the other way. Okay, come back to the middle. So if you get the opportunity now, just go for a walk, go for a 5-minute walk and just see how you're using your feet, maybe how one foot feels different to the other and how those feet impact higher up into the knees, the hips, the spine, the ribs, the shoulders. Okay, enjoy.